another video. In today's video, I will be answering questions about me. These are just random questions that I'm going to be answering today, so stay tuned. And if you're new here, hey girl, don't forget to subscribe because these questions and answers will be good. Alright, so let me scroll through the questions. I'm so excited. I've never done a question and answer before. This is my first question and answer video, so I'm excited. So what's your favorite thing about this city? I currently live in Charlotte, North Carolina. I've been in Charlotte, North Carolina for 2 years now, a little bit, 2.5. Yeah, a little bit over 2 years. May would have made 2 years, May or June, whatever. So I've been here for 2 years. It's a big city. I like that. I've never been a city girl. I've always been a country girl. So not a city girl, but a country girl. So this has been the biggest city I've ever been in, and I live on the outskirts near University in Charlotte. So I do not live in Uptown where all the big buildings are. So I would say that's the favorite part of the city is Uptown. I love when we have events and stuff. We travel to Uptown where the skyline is and we see all the big buildings. My husband works up there. So it's like amazing. The view and everything is so good. It's so amazing. So I love it. And I would say one thing about Uptown is that's where the money is. Okay, so like if you got money, you go to Uptown. Like everything is there, like dentistry, hair, makeup, fashion, everything is there. Like the big banks are there. That's where the money is at, and that's where the people are. So anytime you want to like go out and have a nice night, they have the lights there, they have everything there. And so like I said, don't go to Uptown broke. But even if you broke, you can sight view. But I would say, I tell this to my husband and I tell this to my kid, if you're gonna go to Uptown, you gotta have some money. Okay, you can't go up there broke. Because I'm not the type of girl that's gonna sightsee. I'm not like, if I go to Uptown, I gotta spend some money. I gotta spend some money. So you can't just take me to, I'm not the type of walk in the park type of girl. Like, if you're gonna take me to Uptown, I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with walking in the park, but after that, we gotta go get something to eat. We gotta go shopping. We gotta go to the mall. We gotta go somewhere. So I would say my favorite thing about this city is Uptown. The big buildings, the sky, the view. Whew. Everything about it is just, it gives that luxury, that aesthetic vibes, that high rise. Like, yeah, like that is the life. That is where the party is at. Okay. So next question is, what is your biggest pet peeve? My biggest pet peeve, it could be a lot of things. Like, I don't like when people are smacking their mouths while they're eating, like the chewing of their mouth. Oh my goodness, I'm like, you know, like tensing up just thinking about it. Like, I do not like that. Like, I don't like that. So I try to be respectful though. Like if my husband is eating and he's smacking or whatever, I still try to be respectful, because back when we first started courting, when we first started dating, I was like, don't do that. Like my biggest pet peeve was farting and smacking your mouth. Do not fart around me and do not smack your mouth around me. Oh my goodness, it just makes my skin crawl. So that is my biggest pet peeve. The next question is, if you could have any talent in the world, what would it be? Talents, I would say dancing. I don't know what it is. I love to see people dance. Like, dancing gives me this big old smile on my face. Like, I love when men dance. I love when women dance. It's just a vibe. Like, I love hip-hop dancing. I love seeing people dance. Like, you know, there's a lot of singers in the world. People have different tunes and songs and whatever, but dancing, when I see somebody dance, it's just a whole nother vibe. It like brings the party out. Like, singing, I I mean, it can start the party, but dancing is what really brings the party. Like when you see somebody dancing, you know the party about to get lit. Okay, so if I had a talent, it would be dancing. So next question is, what's your favorite thing to do when you're all alone? Sleep. Oh my God, I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not even gonna like sugarcoat it for the camera. Like sleeping, I love to sleep. Like when my son is in school and my husband is at work, like I've been a stay-at-home mom for like 2.5 years, and it's just like I just sleep. Like I don't know, I just deal with a lot of stress throughout the day, and sleeping has always been my adult thing to do. Like I love to sleep. And on my downtime, I'll watch YouTube or scroll on my phone, but 10 out of 10 sleep. I love to sleep. That is like my favorite downtime thing to do. Like I'm a late sleeper. Like I wake up at like 10, 11, like, and start my day. I've never been a morning person, so I stay up kind of late at night. Like sometimes I stay up and it's like 10 or 11, or even if I go to bed at like 9 o'clock, I still wake up at like 9 or 10 the next day. Like I love to sleep. I love a good soft pillow, and I love warm blankets out of the shower. I mean, out of the dryer, like those warm, fluffy blankets. Oh my God, like I love sleeping. So next question. At what age do you think a person needs to grow up, and why? So everyone, I would say I didn't grow up until I was like 25. And I know that seems late in life, but everybody grows up at their own pace. Like I don't think you're grown just because you're 18. Like you just got out of high school, you haven't experienced life yet. So everyone reaches that grown up period at different stages in life, like developmentally. But I think life and what you go through in life and your life experiences determine how quickly you mature. Because we have like 16-year-olds now, and you know, just they've been through so much in life. Like this generation is so different from my generation. I'm 30 years old, so 90s baby. So like I went to college. I did 4 years of college. I had a baby I got pregnant around 23, I believe. So yeah, like I didn't grow up until 25, and that's around the time that I got saved. So I got saved at like 26, 27, and I've been saved for like 3 years now. So a lot of things I look back on my life and be like, wow, boy, you was immature. If I could redo some things, it would be different now. Hindsight is always 20/20. So I would say I didn't realize the importance of life lessons and growing up and being mature and looking at life differently. The 23-year-old me would have still been like hanging out, and not that there's anything wrong with that, but I didn't have like goals in life. I really didn't. But now that I'm a mother and a wife, that is so like primary my delight and my joy, and like just kicking it. I would say a lot of time has been wasted in pointless relationships, pointless friendships, and that can hold you back in life. Like you spending so much time in these relationships and friendships that's just draining you of your energy. And so if I could redo anything, it would be like prioritizing my time. Like I feel like I've wasted so much time not pursuing the things of God, and also just being drained of toxic relationships. So when you get to that age, I wouldn't even say it's an age thing of maturity. It's just life experience. Like you're gonna go through things in life, and one day everything's just gonna click, and it's gonna be like, okay, I need to change my life, and I need to live my life in a certain fashion. So I just think it's not an age thing. Everyone matures at a different season in their life. Like if you would say 18 years old need to move out of their mom's house and get a job and da 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 da, most of society would agree with you. But at age 18, do they really have the tools to do that? You see what I'm saying? So I don't really think it's an age thing. Some people, hey, maybe at age 15, 16, 17, they have families that steward their money well, generational wealth. They can move out at 18. But most of us that came from nothing, in certain areas of the world, we can't do that. Like, we just can't do that. So I wouldn't say an age determines maturity, because I even know, like, 40, 50, and 60 years old, you would think they have so much wisdom, and they don't. So I say life is the biggest teacher. So that determines, you can determine someone's maturity based on what they went through and going through. So yeah. And let me see if we have time for one more question. What's the best gift you've ever received? I'm not a very materialistic person, so when I answer this question, it's going to be more spiritual than anything, but I would say salvation in Christ. So, of course, my spiritual walk with God and the gift of salvation that Jesus Christ died for our sins has been the biggest gift that I've received, because I didn't have to pay the penalty of that cost. Jesus paid it for me. So I would say that that's the biggest gift that I've ever received. Becoming a Christian, that God chose me and He loves me and He died for me, has been the biggest gift that I've ever received. Like, no material gift, no any of that would ever amount to that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this quick question and answer. I love you all. I can't wait to do more questions and answers like this again in the future. And if you are new here, please don't forget to subscribe and like this video, so I know that you guys like this video and it will help my channel. I am a small YouTuber, so please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next video. Bye!